What's going on YouTube? It's Josh, aka Sloshy Joshy, bringing you another mock draft video. This time we're drafting from the 10 spot out of 12. Typical roster: 6 bench, 3 wide receiver, 2 running backs, quarterback, tight end, and a flex. Yeah, let's get into it. All right, so 10 spot. So we're gonna have kind of close picks here, 4 picks in between us. So this is gonna be a hard spot to draft from. You're gonna want to identify what you want early. So I have 3 good, first round running backs. I view Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley, and Eckler, all kind of late first round running backs I could take. Let me pause this actually because that always seems to rush me. I have 2 of the 4 wide receivers. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to get one of these 2 and then one of these 3. That's kind of the goal of this spot here. We are gonna have to wait a while to our next pick, so that's something to keep in mind as well. But I think in the first, Barkley, man. The thing with Barkley is that he could be hurt, right? And then it could linger all year, and it's almost a bust on your first round pick. So there's some risk with Barkley, obviously. Eckler, great PPR running back, gets a lot of catches, pretty heavily involved in that Chargers offense. So I think the safer pick is Eckler here, and I think the risk is Barkley. I think I'm going to go Eckler just because I don't want to roll the dice with my first round pick. Barkley could be, the number 1 running back in the league when it's all said and done. So I could be shooting myself in the foot here. Okay. So DeAndre Hopkins is one of those guys that I would be happy with taking here. I'd probably be happy with taking Calvin Ridley here too, to be honest. I think both those guys are stellar. But Nick Chubb's here, man. Second round, get both of my running backs, dude, Eckler and Chubb. That would be pretty dangerous. Let's do that, and then I can show you guys how to adjust from drafting 2 early running backs. Put you in this situation. So we got 2 running backs. All these wide receivers are about to come off the board. I'm going to show you guys how deep wide receiver is this year, though. Our team's still going to come out looking good. I promise you. All right, so we're not thinking about quarterback. We're getting wide receivers, especially in a 3 wide receiver league. We need to get wide receivers fast. Good running backs on the board for sure, but we need wide receivers. We need to fill out our spot here. I see Mike Evans. I see Julio. I see Cooper Kupp. I see Chris Godwin. I'm not too high on Chris Godwin, to be honest. I think he's a little overrated. Amari Cooper, Mike Evans would probably be my pick here. Let's see. I do have 2 picks. Hopefully I can land both of these guys. I think out of the 2, I'm going to go Mike Evans. Mike Evans is just consistent, man. 1,000 yards every season of his career. He's played like 5 or 6 years, I think, now. Probably maybe more than that. I don't know, but dude's a stud. Amari and Julio go. That sucks. But I see Cooper Kupp. Love him. See Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson's a good little sleeper this year. I think he's going to get a lot of targets. He seems to be Ben's favorite wide receiver there right now. So he's probably a good pick here. But I think Cooper Kupp on that Rams offense is a good pick here. Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp are going to eat this year. They're going to eat. Get one of them. So we're going to get Cooper Kupp there. A bunch of picks are going to go. This is going to kind of prove to you guys how deep wide receivers are. Like Michael Thomas just went in the 5th round. I know he's hurt and he's going to be out a little bit. So we got Claypool here. Still got Kareem Hunt, Darrell Henderson, Chase Edmonds, James Robinson. So we're going another wide receiver just to fill out this starting 3, and then we'll get a flex running back probably. Unless, let's see what we got actually. Let's examine first. We got Kenny Golladay. Not huge on him. Claypool I'm big on. even more than Juju, actually. I think Claypool is going to be the number one. He's going to emerge as the number one. That's going to be him, then Deontay. I think Juju falls to wide receiver 3 on that team, to be honest. But T. Higgins, same kind of deal. He had a good year last year, but I think Jamar Chase overtakes that one spot and becomes Burrow's favorite target for sure. And we have Cortland Sutton's a good wide receiver, man, for sure. Jerry Jeudy, Denver, man. I don't know about them, but they have some good young players. Could be a good year for them. Who knows? But I think we're gonna go with Claypool. Get our wide receiver 3, Chase Claypool, and then we're gonna go with. Let's see who we got here. Running backs got the same amount of running backs. 4 went, so we're gonna definitely load up on another running back, put him in the flex, as well as have a sub in for Eckler and Chubb on their buys. Darrell Henderson's an interesting one, man. Cam Akers was literally going in the end of the first round, early second. Like, he was on the hype train for sure. Everyone was behind him, myself included. I thought he was going to have a great year. This guy's going to fill in his role, so I don't see why. Obviously, I mean, we don't know from a talent perspective if they're going to have the same kind of output statistically, but I mean, he's got the reps, man. He's going to be the number one back. He's going to be the workhorse. Yeah, dude, right here, this sentence right here, it would seem likely for now Henderson is a rock solid RB2 with top 10 upside. So any running back with top 10 upside, I'm happy to put in my flex spot. So I love Darrell Henderson this year. Great quarterbacks are starting to go. Tight ends. All right, we're going to have to check on that. But I'm going to load up on another running back. I see James Robinson sitting right here staring at me. Let's check the quarterbacks just a little bit. Russell and Herbert still there. I'm fine, dude. I'll pick them in the 8th maybe. But right now, Antonio Brown, he hit someone today in practice. I think I saw that. Dude's crazy. But I guess Bruce Arians backed him up, so I guess it wasn't like his fault or anything. But whatever. James Robinson, though, dude, the value this late is just unreal. You got to get him in the 7th round. There's no Herbert and Wilson go right after. Okay. We're still sitting here, dude. Tannehill, Brady, Stafford, Burrow. I'm fine with any of those guys. Hurts, I'm not big on. If you guys saw my top 5 players to avoid, not necessarily avoid, but I think he's not the 11th best quarterback in the league. That's for sure, especially fantasy wise. I got him maybe down here-ish. I'd take Ben over him. Fitz, I'd take Hurts over Fitz. Hurts over Tua. Baker and Hurts are probably on the same field. Kirk Cousins, I'd take over Hurts. Matt Ryan, I'd take over Hurts. Lawrence, I'd take over Hurts. I just don't think he has that great of offense. I don't think he's that great of a passer. He's got good legs. Obviously, he gets a lot of rushing yards, rushing touchdowns. But I don't know, man. We'll see. I mean, I could be, shoot myself in the head at the end of the season because this guy's, top 5 quarterback in the league. You never know in fantasy, right? So, I could wait again. It's a ballsy move. Get another wide receiver. I see Jarvis Landry. I like Jarvis Landry a lot. We don't have a bench wide receiver yet. LaVisca, I like him too, actually, this year. Kind of a sleeper. I think he's going to be kind of like a hybrid, like a running back, wide receiver, kind of a tool player on Jacksonville. And I think that could translate to a lot of fantasy points for sure. Michael Gallup, I love too. So, yeah, let's go quarterback. Just get a solid one. I do like Tannehill. Brady and Tannehill and Stafford, man. Those are my top 3 right now for sure. Who do I have? I have Mike Evans, don't I? Yeah. I also have Cooper Kupp. Could be good to stack Stafford. Let's wait. Let's wait on that. Let's get... Yeah, I got Fournette down here too. I feel like in a lot of my drafts, I get James Robinson and Fournette on my bench, and that's just crazy to me. Those guys could be starting running backs, but I snag them for some reason. I just get them. But we do have Darrell Henderson, James Robinson. We have 4 running backs. There's no reason to draft another one this early, I don't think. Landry, Laviska. Let's take a chance on Laviska. I think he's have a good year. I think he was a rookie last year. Is that right? And he got more involved towards the end of the season. But I think Trevor Lawrence and him hit on a few passes in preseason, so looks pretty solid. And your boys about it. Yeah, look, Stafford was the only quarterback that went, right? Is that correct? Hurts and Stafford. Okay. So yeah, let's go Brady here. Just edges Tannehill. I know Tannehill can get rushing touchdowns and everything. Tannehill may have the better weapons too. He's got Julio Jones and AJ Brown. So Derrick Henry as well. But they are a very run heavy team. It's probably the only bugaboo against Tannehill. If Derrick Henry's on, dude, they're running every single play. He's getting like 30, upwards of almost 30 carries. So Brady, that's more of a pass heavy team. And I do like Brady. I have Mike Evans, so I could get some double dip points there. Love to get one of those on my team if I can. So that's pretty sweet. I'm hyped about that. Fournette could be a good one. I do have Mike Evans, Brady. I have 2 Tampa Bay players, so maybe Naheem Hines is a good PPR running back. He doesn't run a lot, but he does get third down reps, some passes. He gets, a handful of receptions a game, it seems, so he could be a good one here. Jamal Williams played good on the Packers. Again, I don't know if I need a running back right now. It might be time to look at a tight end, actually. Got Tonian, that's my guy. I've drafted Logan Thomas and Robert Tonyan in like all my drafts, but I'm going to do it again, whatever. I love Robert Tonyan, dude. I think him and Logan Thomas are slept on pretty heavily. As you know, top tight ends for fantasy. They're not going to beat out Kelsey or Wall or anything like that. I'm not saying that, but I think they're kind of that next tier down, and they're going to be one of the top ones in that next tier. Next, let's see our lineup here. We got a running back. We need probably another wide receiver here, maybe. Just get one more bench guy. Elijah Moore's kind of interesting. Sterling Shepard, Rager, Aguilar. Aguilar could be okay. Bateman, who knows? Is he September? So maybe start of the season, who knows? Gabriel Davis is a good one. Kind of came on the end of last year. Started catching a lot of touchdowns from Josh Allen. I'm going to go Elijah Moore. Take a chance on the rookie. Maybe him and Zach Wilson hook up for a few touchdowns. But yeah, I think he's a good bench guy. I think I saw some tape of him running some routes, and he looked pretty clean. So quick guys, man. A lot of young guys coming out running really good routes, which is pretty crazy because that's kind of a skill that most people develop over time. But a lot of people coming out of college, like Justin Jefferson last year, Devontae Smith this year, looking real good route runners. And that's like one of the most important skills you can have in the NFL as a wide receiver, for sure. So here, I think I'm going to go with Phillip Lindsay. I actually think he's going to be the number one pretty soon, actually. I think he's going to overtake David Johnson. David Johnson is just done in my eyes, really. Not seeing much left in his tank. And I think that Phillip Lindsay will be that guy soon. Bench, quarterback, tight end, defense, kicker. Let's take a look at the defenses. 49ers, Colts. Both good defenses for sure. Patriots is a solid one too. Bills. So let's see what else. Kirk Cousins, quarterback. I like Ben as a backup, man. I really think he's going to have a good year. Baker, too run heavy. Kind of the same deal with Tannehill. I'm taking Tannehill, though. I'm not. Tannehill's a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield. And plus, I think the Titans go not pass heavy, but I think they're going to start throwing the ball a little more because they brought in Julio for a reason. They didn't bring him in to block for Derrick Henry. So I think they're starting to throw a little more for sure this year. So I'm not dogging Tannehill. Tannehill's actually one of my favorite fantasy quarterbacks this year. But I think here probably should just get a defense, solidify. Let's go 49ers. That Nick Bosa and the boys on that D-line get us some sacks. Defense, it does matter, but it doesn't, right? sometimes offense is so heavy in the NFL nowadays. It's just almost like you just kind of roll the dice every week if they're getting turnovers or anything. Bench, tight end, and quarterback. Let's get a backup quarterback. Let's go with Ben. Or should we get a tight end? Jarwin, I like here. Cook. Jared Cook's good every year, man. Every single year. Dude balls out somehow. Well, not somehow. He's a beast, but on a new team, I feel like every year. Trotman, don't know much about, actually. Don't know much about this guy. They're playing a quarterback carousel, though. If Taysom Hill starts, that kind of lowers almost everyone on the Saints' value for me. I think Jameis should start there for sure. Don't know what they're thinking with their little competition they have going there. But I'm going to go Blake Jarwin here. High-powered Dallas offense. Might as well just throw him on the bench, sub him in that 1 week. Or maybe even, he starts playing better than Tonyan, and I got myself a good tight end. So, no, we got 2 more picks. Yep. Okay, so next is backup quarterback. Big Ben's still there. We're doing it. Yeah, Big Ben Roethlisberger. Hall of Fame quarterback, man. Don't be afraid to take these old guys. I'm telling you. Tom Brady, man. Big Ben. People like that. Look at these. Look at my Brady. I got Brady and Big Ben, man. These guys have been doing it for a long time for a reason. They're efficient at their job. But we snag big dude. A lot of 7s. Oof. Eckler, Claypool, James Robinson, Chenault, Blake Jarwin, Big Ben. So 7's gonna be a tough week for me. But kicker. Say this every video. Grab the guy with the best offense. We're gonna go with Suckup. The Buccaneers. Did I do that whole draft? Man, I did, didn't I? Sorry, guys. I've been doing my drafts to the draft board because I got some feedback in a video, but I guess I forgot to click on draft board this time. But 87 out of 100, it's not bad. B plus. I'll take a B plus every time. That was the 10 spot out of 12. Team is quarterback Tom Brady. Running backs are Eckler and Chubb. Very nice duo there. I like that a lot. Mike Evans, Cooper Kupp, and Claypool as our 3 wide receivers. I mean, you can wait, man, for wide receivers. I went first 2 rounds running back, and then 3 straight wide receivers. It's a strategy I like to use, to be honest. I like to get good running backs, man. Running backs win your fantasy league every year. If you have bad running backs, you're not going to win a lot of games. It's just facts. So we scoop up those wide receivers, which I think that's pretty good 3. Robert Tonyan at the tight end, flex Darrell Henderson, another sleeper that could blow up this year. San Francisco defense suck up as our kicker. James Robinson and Phillip Lindsay as our backup running backs. Laviska Shenault and Elijah Moore as our backup wide receivers. That's a little weak, but they have high upside, so I'm not too upset with it. We can play free agency mark for a wide receiver if we really need to. Blake Jarwin is a backup tight end. Big Ben is our backup quarterback. So here's the draft board. I'll just show this real quick. Sorry, man. I really thought I don't know why I didn't switch it to that in the beginning. I should have known, but I think I was just getting into it. It's late. I'm tired. I'm staying up for the Madden midnight release. And I'm just trying to, there's like 45 more minutes. So I was trying to film some videos for you guys. I'm going to Chicago this weekend, so I won't be in town. So I wanted to get some videos scheduled over the weekend. So filming some videos, doing a little marathon, and 11:18 is late for me. Yeah, I'm old. Sorry, guys. But overall, I like this team. Let me know what you guys think, man. Give me a rating in the bottom in the comments. Hit that thumbs up button. Leave a like. Really helps the channel out, and subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.